Welcome to Chris's Bread. Today I'm going to show you how to make sourdough bread. I'm using unbleached flour, but you can choose any flour of your choice, whole wheat, whole grain. So let's follow this simple recipe of sourdough starter bread. Let's learn how to make it.
Feed the starter. Once the starter is being 6 to 8 hours, you can take a piece, measure it, and then put it in a bowl. Add water, salt, and flour. You can use a mixer if you have. Most of my videos I hand mix to make sure everybody can follow this recipe if you don't have a mixer. And then we're gonna try to build the gluten. Why gluten is important? Because airy, soft, light bread, all those airs are trapped inside the gluten, so gluten stretches. So that's why we're gonna build the gluten, kneading more than 5 minutes by hand. If a machine, it can take 5 to 8 minutes. And how to check gluten formed is you can pinch your finger and it will bounce back from the dough, or you can do a window pane test. You take a little piece and stretch it and create a thin layer of film and then if that doesn't break, that means it's a sign gluten is formed. In that case, we're going to put it in an oiled container, let it rise in the room temperature about 3 hours or so, and cover it up. And once it's rise, we're going to shape it. To shape it, since we waited for this long to rise, we're not going to deflate all the air. If you have a banneton, flour it generously. If you don't have a banneton, you can use a kitchen bowl and towel and generously sprinkle flour, and then you can put the shaped dough. To shape it, divide the dough equal amount and create a little bowl, and then you're gonna tuck it in and create nice, stretch the outer layer as much as possible, and that will create nice ball shape. And when it's rise, it will rise upward. Smooth side goes down, and then sprinkle lots of flour so when it rise, it's not gonna stick to the banneton. And cover a plastic wrap or a kitchen towel, let it rise in room temperature about a couple hours. And prior to putting in the oven, like 45 minutes to an hour, you're gonna heat the oven. And here's the kitchen bowl and a kitchen towel I used. If you don't have a banneton, to take it out, use a parchment paper, and you can use a wooden board to slide it in the oven. If you have a pizza peel, you can use your pizza peel. When you turn it upside down, you can take the bowl and gently tuck the towel, because it might stick to the towel. That's why it's important to generously put the flour. If there's too much flour, you can take some off. And if you don't have a parchment paper, you can use flour or corn flour, so it's not gonna stick to the bottom when you slide to the oven. I preheated my oven, and I'm gonna use how to bake the bread on a baking sheet if you don't have a cast iron. Sprinkling water and putting hot water on the bottom a metal tray is very important, because first 10 minutes of the bread rising in the hot oven, that moisture helps the outside layer to stay moist, and then bread rises upward nicely. So here's the dough using a metal tray. And then now I'm gonna show how to make the one in the banneton. So it's ready to go in oven. I preheated my cast iron and layered my pizza stone. To take it out from banneton, use a parchment paper and turn upside down and gently wait until gravity works and dough comes out on its own. Please don't shake it. We don't want to lose any more air. And score the bread, and then put it in a cast iron, because cast iron is already been in the oven. It's hot. Be careful. Then once it goes in the oven, I'm gonna put the cover because I already mentioned about that moisture and that comes out of the dough. We're gonna use it for its own good. That's why we're covering up to trap those moisture inside, so it's gonna rise nicely. So you can see the difference between in a cast iron and using the middle tray. So we're gonna bake it uncovered for 20 minutes and uncovered for 20 minutes. You can see how it's risen nicely. When bread goes in the oven, it will rise and crack somewhere or another. So make it nice, looking good. So that's why we score the bread different ways. Here comes the bread ready. You can see it's nicely risen and crust is nice tough and crumb is soft. Here we go. And wait an hour or so to cool it down. If you open a hot bread, you're going to lose all the moisture. It's going to dry out. So now you know how to make sourdough bread, and please follow the recipe. Enjoy it. Here comes nice crust and crumb, a beautiful bread. Enjoy it.